Hello everyone, this is Michael of Rolling a Double 20, and today we are asking, can you beat Borderlands with only repeaters? So long as it's a repeater, we can use it in this run. As for the character I went with Mordecai, because he has some bonuses to repeaters slash revolvers. That fucking mouse cursor kept popping up even though I was using a controller. It slowly melted away my sanity, so apologies if you notice. The ghost lady here tells me there's a vault of treasure here, and apparently we're the world's biggest simps. So I obey my ghost queen without asking any questions. No, no, nice ghost lady. I trust you because you're nice to me. We are greeted by Claptrap, who isn't annoying yet, and I looked at the perk tree. Take a wild guess as to my point focus. The first two perks alone made this playthrough a lot easier, and they're really simple. Deadly gives me more critical damage, and Gun Crazy increases the chance I'll shoot two bullets instead of one. However, I don't think that actually works because during my review I never noticed it. But we need a pistol, well, we need a repeater to start the challenge. While Mordecai does start with a sniper rifle, he doesn't start with a repeater. Oh no. But if we rush past these bandits and open this chest here, we get a few repeaters. Oh, I accidentally clicked the wrong button by mistake. Since I didn't hit anything, I won't count it. Although the gun with the ACOG did slightly less damage, turns out it was much easier to use than the gun without iron sights. Who knew having such a basic function as aiming was a premium service? Anyways, I digress. I resolved the bandit issue for Dr. Ned here, who tells me he has even more bandit issues, but he wants me to take care of some skags first, which leads to the moment every Borderlands fan will enjoy. Claptrap getting blown up. Sadly, we do have to fix him up as he's the only one who can open up the gate for us. And no, I tried it in another playthrough, but you cannot jump the fence. Killing Pandora's low-level creatures is never a problem. There's only the shield tutorial and killing X amount of bandits to go through before you meet TK Baha. His first task is to get back his stolen food. Considering his food was stolen by wild animals, why does he want it back? Whatever. I gave him his food and got a grenade tutorial as a reward. Can't use them, but buying them is required. But while I was here, I bought a nasty repeater and learned that some of them are fully automatic. I don't think that matters to the run, just be aware of that. While my new gun did good damage, just like before without iron sights, it was difficult to aim. TK sends me to kill the local bandit Lord Ninetoes. At level 5, I unlocked both Bloodwing and more importantly, the skill tree. Can't really use Bloodwing, but I can use the skill tree. I continued to shoot through the skags for the ladyfinger, the unique repeater. While it did less damage, the accuracy more than made up for it. Don't worry, I won't go over every pistol upgrade nor perk, just explaining that there tend to be two types. The high damage type that often didn't have iron sight, making them useless in long range combat, or the lower damage but high accuracy types. As for Ninetoes, he killed me through the pipes here, the cheating hack. Thankfully his skags didn't respawn, so I just rushed him down the next time and killed him. Took his pistol too. Angel tells me this was the first step of our MLM scheme and warns me people might take advantage of me, like her. But because of my simp nature, I take it as a good job and continue to collect my reward from TK. Next, we have to fix up the catch a ride system. Unfortunately, a bandit named Bonehead, who shares my nickname in high school, stole the battery to the catch a ride. I tried once, died, and quickly went to do side quests for TK in Skag Gully. I first grabbed the three journals, then attacked Scar. While it was a long fight, I came out on top. Next up was collecting seeds. This is where I met my first badass enemy. I didn't think they spawned in this early. It was just like Scar just a few moments ago, only with an electric boogaloo. You're not going to believe this, but I ran out of ammo in motherfucking Borderlands. I ran out of ammo. Luckily, you can find ammo just about anywhere. Seeing this made me pause and debate with myself if elemental weapons are allowed. I could see the argument against, but I decided it was okay, so long as it was a repeater. Anyways, I grabbed the last seed and turned in all my quests, only to be still under-leveled. Oh, those 3 extra levels made attacking him easier this time. In fact, he just stood there thinking this was going to menace me. It did not. grabbing the cord and fixing the catcher ride made me really hate this game, because I have to drive the runner to a ramp and jump off. Easy, right? Wrong. Because I can only hurt things with my pistol, meaning that if any part of my car hits an enemy, then the run has failed. In fact, this is what happened to my melee only run and why it hasn't been released. So to prevent this tragedy, I went around and cleared the enemies out. Oh, thank fuck I made that jump. And that's the only time I'll need a car. Or so I thought, but we'll get to that. Anywho, opening this gate means I can walk to anywhere in Firestone. The story takes us to meet Shep, so we can take out another bandit leader, Sledge. After some busy work, we head to the Arid Hills, where we shoot more skags and bandits. I found a shock repeater on the way, and this was quite useful as it obliterated enemy shields. I meleeed on instinct, and it nearly made me fail the run. Actually, there were a few times that happened, but if you replay that in slow motion, you'll see I killed the wreck with the repeater before meleeing the air. Oh, thank God for that. Shortly after that mishap, I killed a few more bandits and made it into Sledge's safe house. I didn't realize it at the time, but the shield I was using made me explode. And I don't know why, but this particular part was hard. My only strategy was to reuse my camping strats from my Call of Duty days. Yes, this one overleveled badass raider took me so long to kill, I had to run back a few times just to heal up. Yeah, remember that twin blade fight in this video? Yeah, this was twice as long and felt even longer. Especially after I died, I had to restart again. In fact, it was so long that other bandits started to respawn. And of course, this game teases me with a better pistol. It took a while, but I did kill him for only 1200 XP. No game, after the trauma you put me through, I want a full level up. Moving through, or rather shooting through, leads to another overleveled badass raider. Pardon me while I have a fucking aneurysm. At least this time I only had to play a bit of peekaboo. While inside, I decided to help the claptrap here, for more storage space. Turns out, Sledge is in another castle, and the end boss here was just a giant. I did try to cheese him at first. Not sure why, but he didn't heal this time. It was obvious I was underleveled for this dungeon, so I quit temporarily. When faced with such an overleveled boss, my only choice was to grind the current dungeon. I did eventually defeat the Roid monster, though that was due to the game not restoring his health. I think it's a bug, not a feature, and I have no way of fixing it. Anyways, we grabbed the mana key, and our obsession tells us that we're a step closer to her vault, whatever that means. I think it's a good time now to bring up the barrels. While I never actively shot at them, if they did explode and kill me or an enemy, I generally didn't count it. I really fucking hate not having a vehicle. After opening up Sludge's mine cave, I decided to do some side quests first. Why? Mostly because I was underleveled. Again. And I didn't want to have to grind a dungeon. Again. The only one I can't do is Blood on the Tracks, as that requires you to run over people. I'm not gonna show much of this part. Mostly it involves going to a place, shooting a bandit or skag in the face and moving on. I was really happy to go to the shock caves and kill the worms there. Look at that XP. The arena too was a great source of XP. But after that I turned in my quest and headed to Sledge's mine hole. And man, the damage I'm now doing makes me real glad I did all those side quests. Just before we attack Sledge, we get warned by Angel that he's a brute. We will do anything for you, no matter how brutal it is. As for the fight itself, I just deployed the Dark Souls tactic of just start bashing my head against the wall until I won. While shields always recharged, his health didn't. We grabbed our waifu's strange object.
I bet you would like to know what that is.
If it's yours, I want it. I don't care what it is. Unfortunately, we got competition for the mysterious vault. Anyways, we inform the one resident of Firestone, and we leave this place to continue our vault search in the Doll Headlands. And our first task is to rescue an ironically named fella named Lucky. Something else unlucky is that the Doll Headline was made for cars, not for walking. Carving through these bandits leads us to Lucky, but he won't help us get to New Haven until we do a few errands, like having us flip these switches on top of radio towers, like this is a shitty Ubisoft game, or modern Ubisoft game, and turning on the fast travel system. Next was killing the vehicles of the local bandit lord, which was annoying, cause only the Mad Mel patrols would count. A car kicked me. Don't believe me? Let's replay that with this sound. After I destroyed the patrol, Lucky sends me to kill Mad Mel, the local bandit lord. But before that, I did and turned in some side quests. Now, an interesting thing happened when I went to greet Mad Mel. He didn't spawn in. Odd, right? And like any other white guy, I couldn't jump high enough to try again. So I just restarted the game. In order to get the Mel to spawn, you have to go so far. I thought you had to drive. Not the case. In any event, trying to hit moving targets with a dinky pea shooter was not fun. As for Mad Mel himself, like any of the others, he was quite annoying to hit. I found standing on this ramp and moving down to recharge my shield was the best strategy. When I did die looking for ammo, the game didn't bug this time. So I ran all the way back to Lucky's to get ammo. Then came all the way back to Mel. He exploded and I went on my merry way to New Haven. In New Haven, this lady here said she'll help us if we help her with some chores. Man, this is starting to sound very familiar. I just need you guys to know that a claptrap humped and spanked a wall off, and my eyes will never recover. All the chores amount to is turning on these generators that honestly they could have done themselves. The fucking lazy bastards. And bitches, let's be inclusive here. Pierce here points us to a researcher named Tennis. Soon she offers to look over our angel's artifacts and help us get closer to the vault. After a long ass trek, I make it to Tannis's place, which of course is covered in spider ants and rat. And Tannis sends me on an errand to meet Crazy Earl, who has a piece of the vault key. As if walking everywhere wasn't enough, I have to clear out more bandits. Making it to Earl's scrapyard was only one part of this. And guess what? He's got even more chores for us. Yay! I'm sensing a pattern here and I don't like it. This time it's calling bandits. Again. Though future me now debates if planning this sea charge violated the rules, as I don't know exactly if it directly damaged anyone. I can't tell what happens here. And he sends us on another fetch quest. Oh my god, I am going to have another fucking aneurysm. Skip. I grabbed the bottles and brought them back. Do I sound angry? Kinda. All I want to do is get to Revolt, and everyone here is having me do their fucking errands. I think they're taking advantage of me. Bastards! And bitches. Again, we need to be inclusive. Only to find out Earl doesn't have the vault piece. A bandit lord named Crom stole it. So we just killed over 24 bandits for nothing. Considering I was a few levels below the recommended level, I took a detour to another cavern. Yes, to do another fetch quest, but this difference here is that I am choosing to do it. It's not the game forcing me to do it. Insert dick joke here wasn't any trouble, and I briefly became a PI. Anyways, getting to Crom himself proved difficult, mostly because of these fucking turrets. I tried the true and tested Call of Duty tactic of ducking behind cover to recharge my shields and taking pot shots. As you can see, it works. It even worked on this badass bruiser. Unfortunately, I had to do this all over again because I didn't activate the save point before I quit the game. Fuck. And the turrets are back, god damn it. Luckily, I somehow sprinted past them this time. While I was here, I completed more side quests, like helping a claptrap. My eyes! Ah! I grabbed Earl's food and solved the PI case I mentioned earlier. So, because this is Borderlands, we solved it by killing more people. As for Crumb himself, while his turret did a lot of damage, there's actually plenty of cover from where you start to him. When I first heard Crumb's voice though, I chuckled a little. Destroy them! Destroy them! After he died and grabbed part of his key, our angel tells us she's been watching us, which is a great reward for us running miles at a time and wiping out whole villages. I bring the key to Tannis, and she tells me the last piece is in the trash coast.
You should have little trouble moving forward. Are we friends? I think I would enjoy that.
Whoa, careful, Tannis. We don't want you to become a simp for someone just because they're nice to you. Simping for a simp. Simpception. Back to the challenge, I bought a machine repeater, and it is absolutely awesome. Now, in order to get to the trash coast, we first have to help Tater Cobb here coup his brother. This definitely won't backfire. Okay, I'm loving the full auto repeater. It discharges very rapidly. I killed Janus and handed over the large bandit clan over to his brother. And he'll give us the codes to the trash coast if we help him spread the word. More busy work, and what do you know? He betrays us. Oh well, time to kill him too and talk to his claptrap. Can you believe someone would take advantage of us again? He gets what he deserves, and we finally move on to the trash coast.
Now, do your best to prepare yourself for what's ahead. I'll contact you again soon.
Yay! She noticed us. Because of how fast this gun shoots, the game cannot keep up with the damage I'm outputting. Now, this could have been caused by a number of factors, the age of the game, my hardware, but either way, the damage just feels delayed. Heading to the trash coast, we get another boss battle. You know, when I asked to be stepped on, this is not what I had in mind. Still, I killed the beast and am now one step closer to the vault. Speaking of, we give Tannis the key and she asks us to rescue her claptrap. As it turns out, Atlas took him to Old Haven, and they are supposed to be the main antagonists, but only show here and towards the end. Still, their AI is the same bandit AI, so they are pretty dumb. The only annoying bit is their everything proof shields. I did do the side quest in Old Haven before I rescued Tannis's trapbot, or clapbot, and all that's left of her mission is to kill Baron Flint in the Salt Flats, who is not just Lord of Bandits, but the King of Bandits. I actually found this late that fast shooting guns don't really work on Outriders. Why? I'm not sure, but I still had a slower repeater to use, so no biggie. Still was annoying. As for Baron Flint, honestly, his two brutes were more trouble than he was. Turns out Tannis the girl we've been entrusting our keys to sold them to Steel, and now Steel might get to Angel's Vault first. Good thing we have our handy dandy repeater, huh? And our angel can't see us. We better send her as many gift cards as possible. There is no way this is a scam. To reach Tannis's, we go through Steel's back door, cleansing it of bugs. Unfortunately, we come across some protection. We rescue Tannis and forgive her, because we too would sell out our friends and family to get away from a ghost girl. And in return, Tannis tells us where the vault is. On the way out, we find two factions, one of ghosts and the other of hardboys shooting it out. But that doesn't matter to protagonists like us. We shoot everyone God says we can. One more sprint later, and we finally make it to the last path before the vault. And of course, it has Ghost and the hardboys from earlier defending it. Though getting through this makes our angel compliment us.
Brace yourself. I believe in you. You
All
can
we
do
wanted.
this.
So what is our reward for opening our angel's vault? Well, we get our rival impaled, and then we get groped by a tentacle monster. And then we have to defeat said tentacle monster. Thankfully, random ammo appears, making this fight actually doable, and I win on the most ass-clenched second win you can imagine. We get our final congrats from our angel, which makes this all worth it, because at the end of the day, this is just an excuse to shoot off our pistol. Okay, a few things to go over. So, I am done with the jokes. First, because I didn't want to accidentally run over anything and fail the run, I sprinted everywhere I could. That means 50% of this 11-hour run is just me sprinting somewhere. Secondly, I'm not sure how the other characters would fare in this run, as I can't remember off the top of my head what their trees would look like. So when it comes to Mordecai, I put practically all the points I could into Gunslinger. Third, you may have noticed my pistol having a damage delay. I have no idea what is causing that. It has something to do with the rapid fire nature of the gun. Also, a lot of the boss's health wouldn't reset whenever I died, and I'm not sure why that is either. But yes, we learned definitively that you can beat Borderlands 1 with only repeaters. I have been your host, Michael of Rolling a Double 20. Have a good day.